Hello and welcome to our group video. Our group consists of myself, Cody Garvin, Katie Bolin Irwin, Nicholas Burling, and Sheena Smith, and we'll all be presenting in that order. The situation we were given as a group is we were placed into a work committee designed to promote a green working environment within a collegiate institution. Members represent a variety of areas of expertise, which I thought was fitting as we all come from various walks of life and had previous different experiences. Um, we decided rather than develop one team building exercise that we would want to apply Patrick Lencioni's 5 dysfunctions of a team because we all agree that there are multiple team building activities needed to make a group completely cohesive. In our minds, no matter how unique or successful the activity is, only one activity or group interaction cannot develop an optimal level of trust between group members, which is essential to creating a truly cohesive team. There are also many points in building this team cohesiveness where dysfunctions can arise, and we decided to combat these dysfunctions, that each group member would describe one potential dysfunction as well as a team building activity that they like or have used in the past that would effectively prevent or alleviate the specific dysfunction. The first dysfunction I'm going to be talking about is the absence of trust. This involves group leaders or members being afraid to show emotion or vulnerability in front of one another. The absence of trust is usually quite common when groups are first forming. As Lencioni suggests, letting your guard down and showing the qualities that make you human is a step in the right direction towards building trust and ultimately an optimal level of group cohesiveness. An example that I have from the past that I've used and has always been successful is I was the recruitment chairman for the Delta Chi fraternity, which is a social fraternity, when I was an undergrad at UW-Whitewater, and so I would hold events all the time, and we would do a game of flag football and a cookout, and then we would have a what I call a full circle introduction at the end of the event, and that was designed to help build trust in who we were as a fraternity and who all of the members were and what we consisted of. What we would do is we'd have non-members introduce themselves. We would go around the circle, single out everyone that was a non-member, and come to the event with the intention to join, and they would state where they're from, their year in school, their major, as well as what they wanted to get out of joining the organization, essentially, or at least trying to join the organization. And then our members would answer the exact same questions, but then we would state what our positions within the fraternity were, as well as what we've gained from being a member, which, it was a really emotional thing at times because we're a really extremely close and cohesive group. So people would, we even had a few occasions where people broke down talking about their experiences within the fraternity, and that helped us to build trust within our potential new members and move forward in becoming more cohesive with them.
Hi everyone, my name is Katie and I hope you enjoyed Cody's information on how to build trust within the committee. I'm going to discuss the second dysfunction of a team, which is fear of conflict, and how it can be a big obstacle in achieving goals for the committee and for the campus. During the first meeting, the goal is to make everyone feel comfortable and make sure that they understand this is a safe place to discuss the project with open minds. Most people tend to have a fear of conflict within their organizations. I know I do. This can be unpleasant and even difficult to deal with head on. Patrick Lencioni really believes that without healthy conflict, you will not reach your goals because everyone will not be committed to those goals unless they feel their input is valued. Task-oriented conflict can be healthy and allow teams to really rally behind the project. To ensure that your team is productive and cohesive, I have chosen the activity of writing. In the meeting, the leader will have people write out their goals for the group and what fears they have in trying to obtain those goals. This will open the doorway to being honest and talking about issues or concerns you have up front. You can have the participants share these with the people around them or within the larger group. Make sure to explain to them that being honest and finding solutions to issues will be very important during this process. You can also set up a Dropbox for anonymous suggestions during the meetings. This may help to get people to open up until they are comfortable with doing it in front of everyone. During meetings, you may encounter some of the following signs: rolling of the eyes, some participants becoming silent, some participants may attack the conversation or individuals. You may see people blindly agreeing instead of engaging with their ideas. These may be signs that people are avoiding conflict, and it may be time to have a crucial conversation within the group. It is the duty of the leader to use this to the group's advantage. They must always be the model student when dealing with conflict, but they can also promote healthy dialogue, even though it may be uncomfortable. If you see people reverting to a silent mode, be sure to ask them for their opinion. Be on the lookout for short answers to not match their body language, such as someone stating, "I'm fine," when their body language and tone show otherwise. If someone becomes too aggressive, be sure to remind them the rules of the group. Show mutual respect, keep an open mind, and this is a safe space. It is the leader's responsibility to hold participants accountable, but also make sure that they allow people to try to resolve their own conflict. If they need help, it may be necessary to help guide the conversation by asking questions like, "Why do you feel that way?" Or "How does this topic affect the end goal of the committee?" If the committee can learn to harness conflict rather than avoid it, they will be more successful in the long run. If you allow ample time to discuss their views and concerns, people will have a better opportunity in making sure they are on board with completing the goal of creating and implementing a green initiative on campus. As Mike Myatt, the journalist, says, "Don't fear conflict, embrace it. It's your job." And now on to the next fear. Thank you.
Thank you, Katie, for that great info on lack of conflict. Hello, everyone. My name is Nick, and I will be taking you through the next two dysfunctions of a team: lack of commitment and avoidance of accountability. As Lencioni says in his video, lack of conflict leads to a lack of commitment because if someone doesn't weigh in on a topic, they won't buy into that topic. Obviously, the team needs to facilitate constructive conflict and debate to effectively discuss possible courses of action. Conflict is not the only way to induce buy-in, though. The team needs to understand the reasons behind the green initiative. My suggestion to foster group buy-in and team cohesiveness would be to introduce that team to a college that has a successful green initiative. It would be highly beneficial for the team to see what they are trying to achieve, the effects their achievement would have on their workplace, and the challenges they face on their own campus. I believe this would not only help group buy-in, but also give the team an identity. The team needs to be sold on their project and believe in what they are doing. Another selling point for the team could be that they have a chance to be a part of something on the ground floor. They can shape and mold this initiative however they choose, and more than likely be recognized by the organization and the community for their efforts. That pioneer status and public recognition will go a long way in building additional team cohesiveness. The next team dysfunction stems from a lack of commitment and is the avoidance of accountability. Lencioni says that great team members will hold each other accountable because they are committed to the topic and have had conflict with each other to help create trust. Accountability is essential to a successful team. Each member must understand the expectations of the team and know that as peers, they are required to hold each other to standards set forth by the team. This ensures everyone is doing what is expected of them and creates cohesiveness by stressing the importance of teamwork. When everyone is on the same page and takes responsibility for their actions, the team members can trust in each other's work and or results. Having that accountability and trust brings the team together. For this green initiative, the team would benefit from attending seminars or trainings together that focus on their task of creating a green initiative on campus. This training would help teams develop guidelines and a project roadmap with agreed upon milestones. This universally agreed upon project roadmap would make it easy to understand what is expected of each member, which in turn makes accountability the responsibility of all team members. Thank you for your time, and now Sheena will take you through the next dysfunction.
Hello, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the presentations of my fellow team members, Cody, Nicholas, and Katie. My name is Sheena, and my presentation will focus on the final dysfunction and attention to results. Overcoming this dysfunction is critical to the success of the team and achieving the team goal, which is creating a green campus. Inattention to results stems from individual self-interest, self-preservation, career aspirations, and so on. As human beings, we all have a tendency to look out for ourselves. As a result, individuals place emphasis on personal success over team success. I propose an activity that involves every team member making a public commitment to building a green working environment and also stating an idea as to how we can achieve a green working environment. According to Patrick Lencioni, when people make public declarations of their intentions to do something, they are much more likely to follow through and less likely to let their personal needs take precedence. In addition, I suggest publicly displaying the goal on a board of some sort so that there's no question as to why we're here. The leader should also provide group rewards and incentives to promote cohesiveness. A leader must only reward behaviors that move the team closer to goals. Now let's recap. We broke down the 5 dysfunctions of a team and provided leadership team building activities that would promote cohesiveness within a team such that your goals can be accomplished. Cody presented absence of trust. Katie presented fear of conflict. Nicholas spoke of lack of commitment and avoidance of accountability. And I concluded with inattention to results. I hope you enjoyed them all. Thank you and have a good day.